Welcome student. Today we are going to learn a beautiful poem, Be the Best. Okay? The poem is written by a famous American poet, Douglas Mallock. He is the Douglas Mallock. Okay? Before we are going to start the poem, look at this image. As you know, he is the ex-president of India and the missile man APJ Abdul Kalam. But APJ Abdul Kalam was born and brought up in poor family, a fisherman family, in Muslim family. Okay, and though he was born and brought up in poor Muslim fisherman's family, he became the president of India, the missile man of India. Okay, look at the second example, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar. He was born in Dalit family, untouchable family, but he took education and he became the first minister of law and justice, and he became the chief architect of the constitution of India. And our favorite Sachin Tendulkar, look at this photo. It is his family. And look at his height. He is a short person, but though he is not tall, he is a short. He is a god of cricket. Okay, so by these examples, we understand that the success doesn't depend on size, doesn't depend on your caste, religion, or your society. Okay, success depends on your attitude of success, attitude of that successful people. Okay, so we are going to learn this, and the poet, the Douglas, he is going to tell, he is going to advise this message through different types of example in the nature. For example, trees, sun, stars, and all that. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so first of all, I am going to read this poem stanza by stanza. You also open your English textbook, page number 3. Okay, so let's start. Be the best. Be the best. If you can't be a pine on the top of the hill, be a scrub in the valley, but be the best little scrub by the side of the rill. Be a bush if you can't be a tree. Okay, now look at this picture. These are pine trees. In Marathi we call Devdar Vriksha. Okay, the pine trees are tall and grow on the top of the mountain, top of the hill. Okay, and they look strong. And these are the scrub. Scrubs grow near in the valley or near the stream, that is called rill. Rill means what? A stream. Stream means what? A small river. Okay, now the poet tells us that if you can't be a pine tree, tall tree, then you can be a shrub, but be the best shrub. Okay, whenever tourists come there to see the valley, so they will see the beautiful valley because of the beautiful shrubs. Okay, so be the beautiful, be the best scrubs. Okay, and the poet gives the another example. These are the trees. As you know, the trees are tall and strong, and these are the bushes. Bushes means small plants. They have small branches. Okay, short. Okay, so the poet says that if you can't be a tree, tall and short, so you can be the bush, but be the best bush. Okay, the poet says that. In Marathi, पोएट आपल्याला असं सांगतोय की जर तुम्ही एकदम उंचावर वाढणारे देवदार वृक्ष जर बनू शकत नसाल उंच आणि स्ट्रॉंग, तर तुम्ही श्रब बना, नो प्रॉब्लेम. स्क्रब्स म्हणजे काय, छोटी वनस्पती बना जी छोट्या छोट्या नद्यांच्या बाजूला वाढते, ओके, दऱ्यांखोऱ्यांमध्ये वाढते, पण सुंदर वनस्पती बना, बेस्ट स्क्रब्स बना. जेव्हा कोणी तुम्हाला बघायला येईल टुरिस्ट, तेव्हा त्यांना ती व्हॅली अतिशय सुंदर दिसली पाहिजे तुमच्यामुळे. तुम्ही सुंदर असलं तर व्हॅली सुंदर दिसणार. ओके, नाउ सेकंड स्टँजा. I read and you also read in your look into the textbook. If you can't be a bush, be a bit of the grass and some highway happier make. If you are a muskie, then just be a bass, but the liveliest bass in the lake. Okay, now the poet says that now this is a bush as I told you, and this is a grass. Grass is smaller than bush. Grass doesn't have branches, you know that, it has only leaves. Okay, so the poet says that if you can't be the bush, be the grass. Okay, but be the best grass, green grass. Okay, so whenever the tourists travel on through that highway, through that patch of the highway, okay, so they will see the green grass, so they will be happy. Okay, so be the best grass means be the green grass, like that. The poet gives another example. This is a muskie, one type of fish, and this is a bass, one type of fish. The poet says that if you can't be a muskie, muskie is a expensive fish, okay, and valuable fish, expensive, precious fish, okay, and bass is a small fish like a pedwa, tarli, like that, curly, and muskie is very expensive like a surmai, pomfret, like that. Okay, so the poet says that if you can't be a muskie, so you can be a bass, okay, but be the best bass, a healthier food, a tastier food. Okay, be the best bass, the poet says that. Okay, so means in Marathi the poet सांगते आपल्याला की जर तुम्ही बुश बनू शकत नसाल तर तुम्ही ग्रास बना, पण ते ग्राससुद्धा असं हिरवंगार ग्रास, असं सुंदर बेस्ट ग्रास बना की त्या रस्त्याने कोणतरी जाणारा माणूस असेल, जाणारी लोक असेल, ते तुमच्या ग्रासकडे बघून, तुमच्याकडे बघून आनंदी झाले पाहिजे, असं कवी सांगतोय. आणि कवी दुसरं उदाहरण काय देतोय की जर तुम्ही मस्की बनू शकलात नाही, मस्की फिश बनू शकलात नाही, तर तुम्ही बॅस फिश बना, पण ते सुद्धा बेस्ट फिश, त्या बॅस फिशमधला बेस्ट फिश बना की जो हेल्दियर, नॉन व्हेजिटेरियन लोकांसाठी हेल्दियर आहे आणि बेस्ट टेस्टी आहे, असा फिश तुम्ही बना, असं कवी सांगतं. आता तिसरं स्टँजा बघूया. वी कांट ऑल द बी कॅप्टन्स, वी हॅव गॉट टू बी क्रू, देअर इज समथिंग फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस हिअर, देअर इज बिग वर्क टू डू अँड देअर इज अ लेसर टू डू and the task you must do is the near. Okay, so the poet says that now you know that he is a captain, okay, captain on the ship, okay, and they are crew. Crew means what? Sailors who work on the ship, or worker who work on the ship, these are the sailors. Now captain, there is one captain. Now everybody cannot be a captain, right, no? So there would be only one captain on one ship, so he is a captain. But if you cannot be a captain, so you can be the crew, but be the best crew, be the best worker. Okay, and the poet gives us one more example, that big work and lesser work. Lesser means what? Unimportant, not important, and big work means what? Important work. Now important work like officers, IPS officer, collector, doctor, engineer, lawyer, principal, headmaster, okay, these are the big work. Okay, and lesser work means what? Worker, mason, or you can say that painter, carpenter, these are the lesser work. So everybody cannot be a headmaster, everybody cannot be a principal, everybody cannot be a doctor. Okay, so if you don't have such type of big work, important work, if you are doing lesser work, unimportant work, so no problem. Whatever you do your best. What is the near? What is the near means, or what are you doing? Whatever you are doing now, do the best. Okay, is the poet's name. You are a worker, no problem, do the best work. You are a carpenter, no problem, do the best. You are a goldsmith, you are a mason, you are a fisherman, you are a technical worker, no problem, but do the best. Okay, the poet says that. In Marathi, the poet says that शिपमध्ये जो कॅप्टन असतो, सगळेच जण कॅप्टन बनू शकत नाही, काही जण क्रूमध्ये असतात. तर कॅप्टन बनू शकलात नाही तरी तुम्ही क्रूमध्ये आहात, तर तुम्ही बेस्ट क्रूमधले कामगार बना. क्रू म्हणजे काय, जहाजावर काम करणारे कर्मचारी बना, तर बेस्ट बना, असं कवी सांगतोय. आणि कवी दुसरं उदाहरण काय देतोय की काही कामं जी असतात ती इम्पॉर्टंट कामं असतात, जसं की डॉक्टरचं काम आहे, इंजिनियर वगैरे. आणि काही कामं असतात ती कमी इम्पॉर्टंट असतात, जसं साफसफाई कामगार असतील वगैरे, किंवा काही शिपाई असतील, तर हे कमी महत्त्वाची कामं आहेत. पण तरीसुद्धा जरी असलं तरी जे काम तुम्ही आता सध्या करताय ते तुम्ही बेस्ट काम करा, असं कवी सांगतो आहे. ओके, आणि आता शेवटचं बघूया, शेवटी जाऊयात आपण. इफ यू कांट बी अ हायवे देन जस्ट बी अ ट्रेल. इफ यू कांट बी द सन बी अ स्टार. It isn't by size that you win or you fail. Be the best of whatever you are. Now look at this picture. This is a highway. How many vehicles are going and coming here? Okay, how many people are traveling on this highway? And look at this trail. Trail means what? A simple, a shortcut, you can say that, a road, a pathway, a narrow pathway. Generally in the village area there are many trails. Okay, so the poet says that if you cannot be a highway, if you are not highway is bigger highway and modern technology. Okay, so you can be a trail. Okay, but you must be the best trail, best shortcut, or beautiful for trekkers. It would be the best road, best pathway, best road. Okay, so be the best trail, the poet says that. And finally, second example the poet gives that if you can't be the sun is the biggest star, right? Now you know that. Okay, but if you can't be the sun, bright sun, big star, then you can be the star. Okay, but the best star the star who shines brightly, best star. Okay, and in this way the poet, in the last two lines, poet gives us advice that success does not depend on size, does not depend on color. Success does not depend on size, color, caste, religion, or your society. Success does not depend on this. Okay, so the poet gives this advice, and poet also further advises us that whoever you are and whatever you are doing, be the best. Okay, means you are not a top student, you are a common student, medium student, but be the best. Okay, you are not a boss, everybody cannot be a boss. You are a worker, but be the best worker. Okay, you are not a principal, you are a professor. Okay, everybody cannot be a principal, but be the best professor. You are not chief minister or prime minister, everybody cannot be a chief minister or prime minister. You are just a politician, but be the best politician. Okay, this message is given by the poet, this Douglas Malloch. Okay, so such a beautiful poem, and finally the poet is giving such a beautiful advice through this example in the nature. Okay, now these are some new words we learned today. So you take a screenshot of these new words, okay, and remember, so you will understand the poem easily. Okay, now within last 1 to 2 minutes we are going to learn appreciation of poem. Appreciation of poem means what? रसग्रहण, कवितेचं रसग्रहण. कवितेतून आपल्याला काय कळलं, कविता काय समजली, याचं एक छोटे एक्झाम्पल आहे. 9वी-10वीला हे मोठ्या विस्तारित रूपामध्ये आहे. ओके, पण 8वीला एक छोटं हे भागामध्ये आहे. सो ॲप्रिसिएशन ऑफ पोएम 3-4 पॉईंटमध्ये असणार तुम्हाला. द फर्स्ट पॉईंट इज टायटल. सो वेअर इज द टायटल? Title is at the top of the poem. So what is the title? Be the best. Okay, so the title is Be the Best. This is the first point. 1 mark. First point, 1 mark. Okay, now second point is that poet or writer. Poet or writer. So who is the writer or of the poet? Douglas Malloch. So where would you get that name? At the bottom of the poem. This is the poem, and at the bottom of the poem you will get the name of the poet, that poet's name. Okay, so the poet's name is Douglas Malloch. Now third, stanza and line. Stanza, as you know that here in this poem here are 1 2 3 4, means 4 stanzas are there, and in each stanza how many lines are there? 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, means in each stanza there are 4 lines, means 4 stanzas are there, and in each stanza there are 4 lines. This line is apart from this stanza. Okay, so this point is clear. And the last is the line I shall remember. Remember means what? I will not forget. Okay, remember, लक्षात राहणार माझ्या ती लाईन. अशी कुठली लाईन आहे? यू कॅन राईट एनी लाईन, यू विल गेट अ मार्क. ओके, बट इफ यू आस्क मी विच इज माय फेवरेट लाईन, विच लाईन आय लाईक मोस्ट, सो माय फेवरेट लाईन इज द लास्ट लाईन, बी द बेस्ट वॉट एवर यू आर. दिस इज माय फेवरेट लाईन. Okay, you can write any line. So thank you very much.